Why you be all on my line about nothing? Why won't you go get you $1 or something? Don't hang with a nigga who lying for nothing. I see that.
Hi, guys, and welcome back to Reality Rocket League. Here we are in week 2. Have another exciting game up, and of course, I am joined again here by Cubix. How you doing today, Cubix?
I am doing great. This should be fun. Having a little trouble setting up the server, that's why we're slightly behind schedule, but this should be a great game for us tonight.
Yeah, pretty excited here again. We got the Retro Shocks taking on the Necromancers again in that Origin League. So just looking at the salary caps here, it looks like it might be slightly more favorable on the Retro Shocks side. So look to see how both teams fare, though, as we really, again, it's new and, first time this season's been here, season 0. Still only week 2, pretty fresh here. So, anything that you would expect here coming out of this league or these two teams, Cubics?
Just going by the MMRs, not a whole lot sticks out, except that Skeletons at a 12 salary, the highest on the board by an entire 2 points, is going to be a big player here for the Retro Shocks, as he is by far the best player on either roster. But we'll see how that kind of pans out as the evening goes.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you. I'd say he is the player to watch at this point. Of course, a little bit later here in game 2, it's another Origins game. We have Impulse, taking on the Titans. And then game 3 is actually a Legend game, so I'm very excited for that. But that'll be Necromancers taking on the Havoc. So definitely looking forward. We see a lot of high salaries, 16s, 18s, 17 5s in that Legend series. So definitely look forward to that as well as the Half Prince is playing there tonight. So he's a fellow caster of ours. Definitely excited to see him in action later as well.
Definitely on my org as well, which happens to be the Necromancers. So that's always fun. And that should be a really fun series to watch, especially with a lot of those GC or higher MMRs. Happy Pingo is the highest MMR of the entire lobby at a whopping 18.5, and that should be real fun to watch.
Yeah, and I noticed too here, it looks like they might have left the match. I'm not sure if we have to remake the match there, but bear with us, we do get that set up. But I noticed that there is a hot sauce on the Necromancer side. So even though it looks like they might not be the favorable team salary-wise, I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to go for the underdogs just because they have a guy named Hot Sauce.
I am going to have to politely disagree with your name favoritism there, good sir. But the Retro Shocks, the only thing that worries me about the Retro Shocks is going to be that team chemistry, especially having that one standout player with 2 support players. That could be a little bit of a dynamic issue if they haven't figured it out already. I mean, they did look good last time they were. No, sorry, that was the Adept Retro Shocks, I believe, that were on the stream last time. But that should be interesting.
All right, so we're gonna let Cubix get that lobby set up there for us, and again, yeah, but I totally agree. We had Skeletons at 12, look to be that star player, see if they can get things going. I look to see who's going to be that more aggressor team here. It seems like when the car is constantly moving, you're in that rotation, you can keep it, keep everything moving. So more than likely we see that aggressor team come out on top, as long as you don't make those minor mistakes and allow the other team to capitalize. So I look to see who's aggressive early, maybe some early demos as well, kind of set the tone or set the pace here in this game 1 best of 5.
Yeah, last week I mentioned one of the big things for both these teams going to come out here is going to be the automatic chemistry. Obviously, we're still in week 2 of a completely new league itself, so that has some implications, but it should be interesting to see how these teams have already found a way to gel together and play as a cohesive unit. And I think that's going to be, especially in Origin League as well, is going to be a big factor in getting the win tonight.
Yeah, equally as the Origin League. Probably see a lot of people banging balls off the back of that wall, trying to create second opportunities here. And again, a lot of other great games coming up. I definitely look forward to that Legends game, finally casting one of those as well. You tend to see really good rotations, a lot of high-level passing plays. So definitely looking forward to that Legend game as well. But again, tonight here first, we have that first best of 5 coming out. And it was Necromancers versus the Retro Shock. So we are getting that lobby remade here for you guys, kind of getting everybody loaded in. So I do apologize as we get this sorted out here. But again, it's hard to really pick a team. It is so early in the season, but based on those salaries, Retro Shock's having a little bit of the upper hand. But we're gonna power the mustache and the hot sauce, and see if Necromancer can pull an upset here today.
All right, it looks like we are just about ready to get things going. I think we're waiting on the production okay here to make sure that we have everybody in and are ready to go. I know I am. This is going to be a great night of Rocket League action here. I'm sure you're excited too, Hot Sauce.
Oh yeah, had a lot of fun.
Our first small soul on the field here.
Had a lot of fun last weekend as well. That I've been looking forward to here. So everybody's loaded in. We are set, and the time is ticking down. Here we are on the first kickoff, game 1, going in the favor of Donnie and this green team here. Looking to press the opposing side. Goes up with a nice little touch. That's Hot Sauce, but Atlas on the defense there. Now into the corner of yellow, looking to press it out. There's Skelly, and that's the name to look for today, as we saw the highest salary there. And Hot Sauce, though, with an early hit, looking to double tap up the wall, and there it is. What a play by Hot Sauce.
Oh boy, that was clean. Double tap in Origin? Who are you? That is just a absolutely perfect read off the backboard, and especially in Origin League, it's going to be very hard to read those backboard touches, and that's going to be a common theme here today. And we'll see if teams can take advantage of that. Ooh, Retro Shock's almost come back with one of their own.
Yeah, near miss there. Almost an easy opportunity. Ball's going to go by now, though. Kobe down here on the other side, looking to press toward that goal. A little high, and there's Donnie to drill it in up early, 2-0 here. They're looking pretty strong thus far, QBs.
You're barely even able to talk in between those goals. A nice play off that corner board from Kobe, and he's able to get it in the middle and make an easy shot for Donnie there. And the 2-0 lead up early. Retro Shock's not looking too hot.
Yeah, Skelly up off the wall, looking to get a touch. There's Hot Sauce, going to go just past him, but Kobe there, of course, a little touch of his own across the center. There's Atlas looking to make a push. We can see Grimmy in the background there. No, it's going to be Hot Sauce who touches, and it's by wide open net, and it somehow slips through. He's out there saucing on him.
I really am not sure how that managed to squeak by all 3 Retro Shocks. That would just dribble in at a slow little 49 kilometers an hour up here in Canada. But a 3-0 lead a minute in. The offense looking deadly from the Necromancers.
Yeah, I've heard you say it before, though. If they can do it, you can too. Still plenty of time left in this game for the Retro Shocks to battle back, start gaining some momentum. There's Skelly going up for a touch, looking to create some pressure here. The back across the center, there's Donnie. Grimmy's going to win that 50 barely as the ball floats across the midfield here. Atlas with a rip, that's going to be high, looking for the touch off the wall, but not going to get the one he needs here. Now Skelly able to fire her back in across the center and a little wide. Grimmy's going to go up with a little miss here, though. Ball bounces across the ceiling, and now kind of floating down here in that green corner. There's Sauce looking to put it out, but Skelly with a touch and across the center. There's Hot Sauce with a clear, but Grimmy is all over this ball. And now it's here in front of the green net again. Kobe looking for the clear, and he's finally able to get the touch his team needs. Grimmy back the other way, though, and still 3 remaining. We've got to get a goal here soon from the Retro Shocks.
Almost saw one right there. A little bit of a breakdown in that defensive rotation. A pass across here. Atlas not able to get it in, though. But Retro Shock's offense holding that possession in that offensive zone. All important right now, as that one will also roll across the face of the net. A couple of good chances. Just not connecting, and those passes just not coming through for the Retro Shocks right now. We'll see if they can correct that.
Yeah, a lot of minor misses coming out right now, quite like not in the zone really here. And as we say that, he chips it over the head of Hot Sauce, and they're able to find their first goal here.
I saw that and was like, there's no way that's going in, right? And then it places itself perfectly under that crossbar. The most awkward position for someone of this rank to try and get that ball out of there is when you arc it like that right under the crossbar. I remember that was the bane of my existence when I was down in Diamond 1, Flat 3, and this player's definitely playing above that right now with some really good accuracy on the shooting.
A big demo coming out here from Hot Sauce, trying to get things going for his team. But Skelly all over this ball. Now looks to tuck it across the center, and Kobe able to defuse that attack coming from Grimmy in quite a hurry there. Donnie looking to clear it out, but now the Retro Shocks to pick up the pace. The attack is there. They're peppering shots, and now Hot Sauce the other way across the center as Atlas looks to push it out here for his team. Just a little wide, though. And again, some of these minor mistakes coming back to haunt him here, but pressing the other way with 1:35 remaining as they look to find another goal and battle back here toward this equalizer.
We'll see if they do. But as that one's cleared back out, the Retro Shocks have really kind of come and found their own in the second half of this game. As they come back somehow. Not exactly sure how they found that angle, but Atlas able to get by one here and then had some open space and placed it right where the defense could not make the touch. And it looks like a little bit of a miscalculation by that goaltender. And with 1:21 left, Retro Shocks coming back and getting some good pressure. We'll see if they can make the 3-goal comeback, or, well, that will not help.
Yeah, that was crazy. You see here early, Hot Sauce coming in. He's able to hit the ball. Gets demoed, but by that point, it's too late. It's over that goaltender who's kind of cheating forward, rather. And another early goal here. 4-2. It's going to make that comeback just that much tougher, Hugh.
Well, I was about to say we were going to have another 3-goal comeback here in the last minute or so. And Kobe comes back and makes it that 3-goal deficit. Hot Sauce with this so close shot. But they will not find the back of the net. But placing that one again right under that crossbar, difficult spot to read, and they just don't. And now the lead is back up to 3 goals.
Yeah, I mean, Hot Sauce finding a hat trick here. 5 shots on the day, an assist and a save already as well. And right now he is the playmaker, creating the plays, scoring the goals, and creating plenty of opportunities. A miss hit there, though, and Skelly trying to capitalize on that. A nice shot from him as Donnie does come away with a save here. A minute left, though, and is there really enough time to bring this one back here?
This game, I don't particularly think so. One of the main reasons that I'm seeing on the board here is Skeletons is actually the lowest points rated member of the Retro Shocks right now. Not looking particularly good. It does look like by his ping, though, he is playing from the West Coast. So that could be part of the reason why, but something that this Retro Shocks team knew before they started this match, and something that they were not able to account for here in Game 1, but definitely some positives to take away.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, just a lot of little minor mistakes there. I mean, at least 2 or 3 of the goals there are coming from minor mistakes. We saw some easy free goals as well. So just some things that they need to correct here going into Game 2, and the question is, how quickly can they get these problems sorted out?
Yeah, that's going to be a real problem, because if they don't correct their mistakes here within the next 7 or so minutes of Rocket League gameplay, they're going to have their work cut out for them come into these next couple games. And if they go down 0-2, that's not going to be fun to try and make that reverse sweep.
Yeah, I mean, you can see both, Grimmy had a goal there, but only 1 shot for him. Skelly only 1 shot as well. No saves nor assists coming out from those bottom 2. Atlas with the 3 shots, a save, and a goal. So look to see him kind of maybe spread that play out a little bit. They were kind of a few double commits here and there, but just kind of spread the field out a little bit more, trying to get those passing plays, create those opportunities, really create that pressure and attack the ball, pepper those shots in there. But again, you've got to make sure you're rotating properly so you don't find yourself out of position, and letting those other team get those free runs down the field.
Oh, I hate it when I can't sneeze. I'm sure everybody on stream saw that, but um, not, but definitely deserving of the MVP here is Hot Sauce. 100% the man all around the board. 5 shots, 3 goals, 1 assist, and 2 saves for that man. He went off in that first game and is definitely deserving of the MVP. We'll see if he can have an equal performance here in game 2.
Yeah, I think consistency is often very key, so we'll look to see him maintain that pace. The question is, can the Retro Shocks come out and answer to that pace? They had a few moments there where they attacked well, but again, just overall the rotations weren't quite there. I'd like to see a little more aggressiveness out of them, maybe some depth to help set that pace here in game 2 in this best of 5 series.
Getting the first goal here quickly is going to be an interesting task here for the Retro Shocks, as they gave up 3 goals in that first minute of the last game, and it'll be interesting to see if they can kind of reverse that tide and make sure that they don't have that bad first minute. But this is not a good start for them. They can't quite clear it out, and 15 seconds in, they're already down 1-0 again.
Yeah, you can see both of them kind of coagulated over there midfield together, and that double commit yet again. Skelly unable to get back, and really just another easy goal here for the Necromancers with another early lead in just the first 15 seconds.
Not a particularly good look for their defense here in the last couple of games, so we'll see if they can really bring that offense here in the last 4.5 minutes of this game and come back out swinging, as their offense has definitely been their bright spot. Defense for both teams not really up to scuff right now.
Yeah, we wanted to see some early demos as well. We got one there from Skelly on the hot sauce, looking to create some opportunities across and above the goal to green here. Now looking to fire it back in is Atlas, but hot sauce with a clear, sneaks just under the car. Now he's pressing into the corner across the center, but nobody from his team is able to capitalize on that one. And now again, though, the double commit coming out from the Retro Shocks, and Skelly on the defense, able to save that shot from Kobe there as both teams go up into the air, and the green team is going to win the 50 here, but Grimmy to the left and able to bamboozle that one by as Kobe goes up. A nice touch back into the yellow corner, and there's Skelly waiting, but not quite the hit. He won it. Hot sauce with a touch and the goal. What a play.
Very good read off this bounce here. Hot sauce finding his 4th goal in these 2 games, and definitely a bright spot for this team, and should be interesting to see what he can do here. But a great read off that wall, a little bit of a misclear from the Retro Shocks, and they get paid for it.
I mean, that's just a perfect example of capitalizing on opportunities. You don't let those slip by. You take those goals when you can get them. And Hot Sauce is feeling extra spicy tonight. Like you said, 4 goals already, looking for his 2nd hat trick here just in game 2. He fires a shot, and somehow this one finds the back of the net.
Oh, gotta be a little bit of a head scratcher for the defense here. Nobody on that back post, and Atlas out of boost, can't find the clear, and an easy goal here for Hot Sauce. Again, his 5th goal of the series already here, just 7 game minutes in, and looking like a very good offensive series, and much the same start we saw from the Retro Shocks, sorry, not the Retro Shocks, the Necromancers in the last game, getting 3 early goals. Woo, Skellington's almost finding a way past the defense and getting one back here, but going up 3-0 for the 2nd game in a row. Not looking so hot for the Retro Shocks.
Yeah, they just can't quite seem to get it going, but as we say it, Skelly wants to shut us up. He slams one into the net, puts them down by 2. But again, I mean, everything you've mentioned is right. We really haven't seen those corrections. They're still getting those double commits. Nobody's back in the goal when they need to be. The rotations aren't quite there. We can see Skelly cheating for it as well. Might go in his favor this time as a nice touch. But Kobe with some excellent defense. And he's able to shut that goal down as it nearly finds its home. Here's Grimmy, though, on the press, looking to keep the pressure on. And now Atlas with an attack of his own across the center. Hot Sauce looks to go up and play it off the wall. Skelly comes in, and again, the 50 favoring green slightly, but back toward their goal. And here's Kobe over his head up high. Skelly able to tuck it in, and what a shot coming out from Skelly.
Oh, Skellington's finding a way to get it done twice now. He has been the Retro Shocks guy. Oh, a little bit of an own goal there from Kobe, I believe, but Still a very well-placed shot, finding a way to get it under the bar just enough to make the Necromancers panic, and that's the way that they are going to have to get it done. Let Skeletons lead the charge, and he's finding a way now, getting a little bit more comfortable and finding a way to put the ball in net.
We did see that last game, however, battling back 2-3. Then they gave away 2 real easy goals, making it 5-2. So they need to maintain this pressure, keep those rotations up, not give up any more easy goals if they want to come back here and tie this series up 1-1. Now Kobe pressing out here. Skelly off the wall, looking to press the other way. Hot Sauce waiting patiently, and he's able to chip it over the head. Nice clear from him across the center, just over the head of Grimmy, excuse me, but Atlas unable to capitalize on that, and now Grimmy with that clear across the center. There's Hot Sauce waiting patiently. 131 here now, looking to capitalize, but Grimmy with an excellent clear. And the real question is, are they going to be able to tie this up before the minute mark?
That is the question, but with that clear, I think the answer to that is no. But are they going to be able to come back at all in this game? I think so. Their momentum so far carrying that 2 goals, although this is a really good chance for the Necromancers, but a better save from Grimmy. My goodness, keeping his team in this one. If they had let that goal in, I feel like the momentum would be way back with the Necromancers and way back out of the favor of the Retro Shocks, but they are still in this contest.
Yeah, again, though, the Necromancers with just a barrage of shots firing at this goal. They are absolutely relentless here. And if the yellow team doesn't put a stop to this, they're going to find themselves down by another goal as Hot Sauce goes up. Can't quite get the touch he wants, and Donnie just wide from drilling that one in. Skelly with an excellent save. Now the dribble off his head. Can't get the flicky knees, but here's Grimmy with the backup play. Now looking down to press it in the corner, but Hot Sauce with a clear, and Atlas unable to get the touch he needed there off the top of the car. Into the corner now, 15 remaining as Skelly looks to press anti. A miss there from Green Team, but Donnie able to get a touch and fires the other way. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is most likely the nail in the coffin for game number 2.
I thought the Retro Shocks would have a little bit more in the tank in terms of boost, but their boost management wasn't there. They ended up getting trapped in their own end, and that is what caused them to concede that goal, and that is definitely going to be the nail in the coffin here for game 2. Retro Shocks going down 2-0. This is going to be really hard to come back from, especially if Kobe had hit that shot too. But Hot Sauce, we could be looking at a sweep here.
Yeah, I would like to see, Retro Shocks come out here and try to take at least one of these games, but again, the rotations just weren't quite there. We talked about some of those demos. We saw one at the beginning of the game, one at the very end there. So really only 2 demos coming out there. I'd like to see maybe a little bit more of that. Just mixing up the gameplay from the Retro Shocks, trying something different to maybe create a little more opportunities for themselves.
Yeah, their defense hasn't been super strong, and their offense has not been finding a way to get everybody involved, which is the main thing here. You see on the Necromancers, 2 of their players had assists, and with the 4 goals, everybody had at least 1 as well. So their offense is coming from everybody. But on the Retro Shocks, in both games now, they've had a lack of scoring from everybody that needed to score. In this one, Skeleton's the only one with any goals and getting both of them, but he was that star factor that we expected to see from him, but the rest of his team kind of slacked off a little bit and not the offensive production that the rest of that team would have wanted.
Yeah, and I mean, the Necromancers had 10 shots to the Retro Shocks 5, doubling their shots there as well. So, I mean, they're just, like I said, they're just creating more opportunities. And, they're just able to get that ball into the back of the net. And again, from time to time, we see those simple misplays where there's either nobody back or the ball just slips through and they're able to capitalize. So here we are. Game number 3 is it's Retro Shocks who look to get that early goal there. And now pressing out. Skelly here, though, looks to fire one back toward the goal. Dribbles across the center. Sets up his team. But going to get that flick a little high. Donnie able to push it out here as Retro Shocks now looking to claim their first game. And again, the Necromancers are looking for a sweep here. What are the odds that this happens? Cubic said they're pretty good.
I want to see some more fight back in the Retro Shocks, and I don't know if we're seeing that yet. A couple of miscues already I'm noticing for the Retro Shocks, and Not a great look to start this game. A couple double commits and some passes not going their way. Skelly with a fantastic tip there. Not going to be able to find the back of the net, though. And back out again, the Necromancers finding a way to get out. Also, I apologize for the sniffles. My allergies have been catching up to me the last, like, 5 minutes or so.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, again, you know, the pressure from the Necromancers, they've been relentless. They've had control of the ball more. The pressure has been on that yellow side of the field. So, again, this yellow team has got to try to create some more opportunities, but it's easier said than done as Hot Sauce, Kobe, and crew, really the whole team, Donnie as well, have just been absolutely relentless. They're all over the ball here tonight. The rotations are phenomenal, which most likely means the comms are phenomenal as well. They're not making too many small mistakes, and they're able to capitalize on the other team's mistakes as we see that ball kind of favoring down toward the yellow side here yet again off the wall as they look to get something going here. But Atlas with a nice clear, and now he's pressing the other way in a fury, but Skelly can't get it going as Donnie is there with like a brick house, puts the stop on, and Hot Sauce sends it the other way, trying to get something going here. Back across the center field, here's Atlas with a big demo coming out from Kobe, but the ball still floating across that green net. And there's Grimmy with a fired shot, but it's way wide here. Again, Atlas looking to set up his team Infinity, pressing it out, and still neither team has scored a goal here, which leads me to believe the defense has been a little better. I opened my mouth, and there's Donnie to shut it in a hurry.
Yep. Just unfortunate, and Skelly having to come off the top of the net to get back out in time. Probably didn't need to do that. It might have been better to get in the net, right himself on the floor, and be able to go up for that ball, but instead he is faked out, and that will be another first goal. They held them off for about 2 minutes, though, the most that we have seen by far in this series, so not looking good on that end of things for the Retro Shocks, and some more offense coming from them so far, but the quality of chances has been solely with the Necromancers thus far in this game, but we'll see if the Retro Shocks can make a comeback.
Yeah, we've seen some better rotations, but again, there's Atlas going up as well as Skelly. They're both going up for the ball. Of course, Atlas hits it, but again, it's that double commit, and it creates things like that. People are eventually getting out of position there, and again, nobody really in the goal here to stop this from Hot Sauce.
No, a double commit again, and two whiffs even from the Retro Shocks on that ball, and leaves the net wide open, and Hot Sauce will put in his 6th goal now of the series. Absolute stud for him tonight, and just showing his offensive prowess in a big way. And that 2-goal lead with 2 minutes left, looking pretty good so far from the Necromancers.
Yeah, and I feel, Cubics, you have to wonder if those first 2 games, not necessarily the first one because you can always wipe one off, but after that second one as well, if that maybe starts to take a toll on this team, maybe they are a little bit flustered or frustrated, you know, how do they kind of take a deep breath, calm down from that, try to grab a game or grab some goals and come away with something here, you know, going into their next game?
Yeah, they gotta find some way to right that mental aspect, whether it's someone in comms just being like, hey, we gotta calm down, we just need 1 goal, and we can make this comeback happen. Almost happening there, but Donnie with a great save. But they need to find some ways to get some more quality chances off, and they're getting blocked a lot and not being able to get a whole lot of center balls, and when they do, it's stuff like that right there where it's cleared right back out. A dangerous ball in the middle now, but this one will be cleared out, and it's things like that where the Retro Shocks need to create some better opportunities for themselves to try and get those goals. With under a minute left, they're going to need to do it quickly too.
Yeah, but there's Skelly. Yeah, he does, as you said it, and what a nice job from Skelly here to sneak it into the back of the net here, making some plays for his team.
Cheeky pass from Atlas too, may I add, finding a way to bounce it off the wall and get it right to Skelly, who had that quick reaction to find the back of the net, and that is the kind of momentum swing that they needed here. Only down 1, having gotten that last goal, 51 seconds on the clock is a long time to try and get 1 goal, and with ample time, we'll see if they can do it.
Yeah, definitely plenty of time left on the clock here. Keep that pressure up, and they're doing a very good job of that now. Skelly's across to the other side. There's Atlas waiting, looks to get a touch. Not quite the touch he wanted. Grimmy goes up, but he's just going to be a little late on that one. Atlas with a touch back toward the center, but again, that's got Skelly retreating onto the ball here, and they find themselves again on defense with just 17 seconds left. Now Atlas looking to push the ball out here. Looking to pass over to Skelly off the wall, but again, they're coagulated together. They're bumping into each other, and I think it's that congestion there that causes these problems, and Atlas with the, what a line drive, 4 seconds remaining on the equalizer.
Grimmy finding a way to get it through the most important part of that play. Skeletons with the demo in the back. 4 seconds to go here. This is not over, but we are going to head to overtime.
Oh, if you could see my eyes right now.
I almost jinxed it.
Wide open. I thought that one was going NQ.
Oh, you're not the only one.
What a play, but just like that, they send it to overtime. 1 goal at a time. They're back, and it really looks like they're starting to feel it. They're moving much quicker on that ball, to that ball. The rotations are there. Over Grimmy's head, though. Skelly looks to knock it away into the corner, and Kobe with a huge demo. And Hot Sauce trying to push it the other way. Could create some trouble here as the ball does slip by Donnie. Kobe bringing it across the center. He's going to be able to touch that over and to Hot Sauce. Atlas with a touch of his own, though. And again, now things are starting to slow down a bit as Grimmy rips a shot toward the goal. And there's the block from the green team. Now 45 has expired into this overtime, and both teams playing very well here in overtime.
Yeah, you have to think that this game could be a turning point in the series. Ooh, if the Retro Shocks actually end up coming out and winning this overtime, I could see them coming back and winning that series. This is how big this game is. They were down under a minute left, down by 2. They come back, score with 4 seconds on the clock, and then come back and win it in OT. That has to feel really good for that team, knowing that they can do stuff like that, come back when they're down. But that goal is going to end the series here, and the Necromancers are going to take the sweep.
Yeah, nice little chip up. Kobe with an excellent read here up top, able to slam her on home for a clean sweep coming out from the Necromancers. And what a display from them here in week 2.
Yeah, great showing all around from this Necromancers team, and especially Hot Sauce. He was on it all day long. 4 saves in this game, 6 goals over the series of 3 games. A nutty stat line for him, but the most important thing I think about this series for the Necromancers is that in every game, everybody scored. And that all-around offense that we saw was not something the Retro Shocks were able to produce themselves, and I think that's what let them down in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, hats off to man of the hour, though. Hot Sauce, definitely going to be the MVP of that series. That man with a hat trick early on, a few goals in the second game, 4 saves here in this third game. Just a phenomenal display from him and the team altogether, though. The rotations, the comms had to be perfect. I mean, they played very, very well together out there.
Yeah, for sure. A great rotational play as well, and that really helped them as well. Their defense was also really solid. The Retro Shocks never had the dangerous offense that the Necromancers had. They had a lot more shots, a lot more pressure in the first 2 games, and the quality of those shots as well. Even with the quantity, they also had that quality over the Retro Shocks, which really helped them grab the win today.
Absolutely. So, guys, as we do get prepared here for that second game, just to give you a little intel on that, guys, we're going to have the Titans taking on Team Impulse here, again, week 2. And again, Cobra Kai, I think he's done some casting here for us as well on that first season. So he's going to be playing here on that Titans roster. Looking forward to seeing him in action here today, taking on that Impulse side. And again, just looking at the rosters, we do see that Smurfant over there with 12, Flight Knight with 10. So again, we do have Cobra and Boom down there on that 7-5, a little on the lower side. But overall, to me, it looks like the Titans on paper might have slightly better roster. How do you feel about this game in this best of 5 series?
It's going to be interesting because like we saw in that last game, the Retro Shocks had that one top tier high skill player and it didn't pan out for them. because he didn't really get a whole lot of help. But on this Titans team, I see a little bit of the opposite thing happening where they have two really strong guys in Flight Knight and Smurf Ant, with maybe a weaker third. But I think that extra skill that Flight Knight will bring with that double-digit salary to that second man role, I think is going to be pretty big, and we'll see if it pans out for them.
Yeah, it's interesting to see, where everybody plays and the style that they'll play. And again, I really favor that aggressiveness. You want to always keep that car moving, keep it on the ball, keep those rotations there. Of course, the comms need to be on point. So definitely looking forward to see where these teams play, how aggressive they are. If we see more demos again, we are here in the Origin League. This is our second game, our second series of the night, Origin League. And then, guys, we're going to end up there with that final game being with the Legends. But I believe we are getting that second match set up over here. And once we get everybody loaded in, we will have that for you guys. So we are going to take just a quick short break here, guys, get that set up for you, and then we'll be right back with some more Origin action here in the Reality Rocket League.
To let you know who's finna blow, always win and check the scope. I'm only losing control. Oh, I like losing control. Talk that talk, then you better walk that walk. If you're gonna talk that talk, then you better walk that walk. Lot of wannabes, only one of me. They try to put me under pressure, put me under siege. Yeah, I'm a champ, I'm a legend, I'm a beast. Used to be the underdog, I got off the leash. I'm done barking, I only bite. Drop the roof for the night like it's only right. Hold it tight, both hands on the holy grail. Come and get it when you fail, you can hold the hell. If you're gonna talk that talk, then you better know how to walk that walk. Tell the arc, let's run it. Everybody gunning for the top, let's run it. Go ahead, show me what you got, run it. This is where the shooters get shot down. This is where the hunters get hunted. Yeah, let's run it. Everybody gunning for the top, let's run it. Go ahead, show me what you got, run it. This is where the thrones getting overthrown. This is where the hunters get hunted. Yeah, let's run it. Yeah, I'm ready, let's run it. If you ready, let's run it. You know I run the game. I catch you running your mouth and then you run away. I bet you see me when I'm winning, you got nothing to say. I bet a bag on it, that's a big bet, it's like 100K. Yeah, double or nothing, I know he bluffing. If he yapping, I'ma hush him, it's no discussion. Show him that I really do it and he really doesn't. If you really want it, then it's time to run it. If you're gonna talk that talk, then you better know how to walk that walk. Tell the arc, let's run it. Everybody gunning for the top, let's run it. Go ahead, show me what you got, run it. This is where the shooters get shot down. This is where the hunters get hunted. Yeah, let's run it. Everybody gunning for the top, let's run it. Go ahead, show me what you got, run it. This is where the thrones getting overthrown. This is where the hunters get hunted. Yeah, let's run it. Winning the game, yeah, I used to be the underdog. Exposing cats, I'm throwing everybody overboard.
I see it, then I back it up just like a spinal cord. Underdog, I'm flipping the script like it's a catalog. Look at me, I'm a reflection of what you wanna be. King on the throne, none of you punks can ever humble me. Crown on my head, weighs heavy like a forestry. Guess that's the price that you pay when you're royalty. Blood, sweat, and tears, so I must be possessed. I'm a god in the flesh, makes sense why I'm blessed. Got my competition stressed, killing them all. Who's next? Shoot your shot, I wear a vest, so you better aim for the head. Bringing the flame, where do I aim? Cocking the back, letting the bang. A lot of lose, land the game, but it's all part of the plan. Let's run it. Real as a guess, so it's tipping 100. And if you do the same, then you know we gotta
Run it, everybody gunning for the top, let's run it. Go ahead, show me what you got, run it. This is where the shooters get shot down, this is where the hunters get hunted. Yeah, let's run it, everybody gunning for the top, let's run it. Go ahead, show me what you got, run it. This is where the thrones getting overthrown, this is where the hunters get hunted. Yeah, let's run it. Yeah, I'm ready, let's run it. If you ready, let's run it.
All right, guys, we are back here with Reality Rocket League. We are in week 2 of their very first season. Definitely excited to be here again with Cubics. Another exciting game in this Origin League, Cubics.
Oh yeah, for sure. This should be a great game between the Titans and Impulse. Again, looking at that Titans roster, 2 guys on that salary above, with double-digit salaries. So definitely a very strong team there. But on the other end as well, Impulse also having 2 players with double-digit salaries and a lot more even across the board for their starting 3. So we'll see if the 2 power players on the Titans can beat the well-rounded Impulse.
Yeah, and again, Cobra Kai is going to be playing there for the Titans as well. He's a fellow caster, so definitely excited to see him out there on the field as well. But I know Cubics. I saw earlier someone asking in chat a little bit about salary and how that worked. Are you able to give him a little more information on that?
Sure. For the salary, so what we do is we take your MMR and we divide it by, I think it's 100, and we round down to the nearest 0.5, and that is what your salary is. So for someone like, say, Smurfant here, who has a 12 salary, he can be anywhere from 1200 to 1249, and he will get rounded down to that 12.0 salary as an example.
Awesome. We appreciate you sharing, because I know not everybody knows. It's not always necessarily clear to them. So, like I said, I saw someone asking, so I'm sure they appreciate that as well. But again, this match about to start here in just a few minutes here at 7:45. But again, any predictions as to who you think might win this one based on the salary or any other reason? You know, I know last game I went with Hot Sauce just because of the name. So, predictions for you for this series?
I think based on what we saw in that last series, how their main man able to carry them to the win, I think we could see a similar thing here. Oh, allergies. Excuse me. The salaries for the Impulse are 10, 10, and 9.5 for their top 3, which is pretty high. And we'll see if that can pay off for them here in this game. And I think it will, just having that baseline understanding of each other and all being in around the same ranks. I think the chemistry just based on rank alone will be there. More than players playing with the gap of 4.5 in salary or 450 MMR from Kai to Smurfant. I think that disconnect in the play style could be a major factor in this one.
Yeah. All right, so it does look like over there on Twitch they did vote Titans. I know Cobra Kai gets a lot of love, but I was actually going to go with the Titans myself. I'd like to see it go to a game 5. I'd love to see an overtime. We always like to see them battle it out there. Game 5 overtime action. But I'm going to go out on a whim here and say that the Titans take this series, but I think that Impulse will grab at least one game.
Giving them the one game in there. I think they're gonna get more than, hopefully even win this series. I think it's gonna be a very close series as well. We are just waiting for the Impulse to join our lobby before we get started here.
All right, well, we'll get them all loaded in, get them on the field, get this second series underway again, a best of 5, guys. So hopefully we can get some hype in the chat. Maybe we'll get an overtime, a game 5 up in here again as the Titans look to take on Impulse again here. Again, that's the Origin League. And then a little bit later tonight after this match, guys, we do have a really exciting Legends game going on. The Necromancers, of course, taking on the Havocs. High salaries there. It should be a lot of high-level gameplay, a lot of awesome rotations, crazy pass plays, maybe some moves you haven't seen here yet before. So we definitely look forward to that as well. Any predictions on that game?
I think this one's also going to be fairly close, but just by the MMR, it seems that every player on the Necromancers is kind of outmatched by their counterpart on the Havocs. So I'm going to have to give it to the Havocs. I think it's going to be, my guess is going to be 3-1 for the Havocs, but that is definitely subject to change based on team chemistry, which is definitely going to be a big thing.
Well, the Half Prince, also a fellow caster, so I'm going to go with the Necromancers. The Half Prince loves overtime. He loves game 5, so he's my boy. I'm going to say that it does go to game 5, but I'm going to give this one to Necromancers.
Definitely an interesting take there. The only player on the both rosters here who is under that GC salary at 14.5 is Oval on the Necromancers. So definitely something interesting to look at. The starters for the Havocs all at 16 or over, and the Necromancers only playing with 3 players on their roster. Having to include Oval in that starting lineup is going to be a little bit of a downgrade compared to Citations, who is on that Havocs team. So we'll see if they can step it up and bring home the W.
Awesome. Yeah, like I said, I'm definitely excited to see that game as well. But again, another caster here playing tonight, Cobra Kai. So excited to see him in action. I know he had played last week against my boy Dan Stu, who is also in the Origin League. And I know that one went to game 5. That one actually went to overtime. And Dan Stu's team was able to clutch that one. So look to see how Cobra Kai performs here tonight, live in action on the Reality Rocket League Twitch. See if there's any added pressure there for him. And it looks like he's 7.5 on the salary there. Of course, we have Smurf Ant on the 12. So Smurf Ant, again, you know, the player maybe might be the one we want to look out for out here on the field, making them big plays. Of course, Breck and Tubby Boy on the other side, both sitting in double digits as well. We look to see some playmakers on that side, but again, really looking to see who is that more aggressive team, who's who's being relentless with those shots, but maybe not overzealous there, overcommitting and creating easy opportunities for the other team. So again, just excited for these guys to get loaded in. The second series here of this Origin League and the best of 5. Again, it's going to be the Necromancers, or not, excuse me, that's the other game. It's going to be the Titans taking on Impulse. All right. Guys, I just got word that there might be a small technical difficulty with them loading in. We're going to go to just a quick intermission so we can get this sorted out, and we'll be right back after this short break. Don't go anywhere, guys.
This is all for me.
All right, guys, we are back here with Reality Rocket League. We are getting everybody loaded into the game. The problems have been sorted out, and the match is about to be underway. Game 1 of this best of 5. Let's get it on. Here they go, and Sparky able to win that kickoff there as Flight Night with an interesting vehicle choice here. Sends that one across the center, and there's Cobra looking to do something, but Tubby fires the other way. Smurf back across the midfield, and high and dry is the ball. Looking to get a touch is Cobra, but he's not going to get there in time as Skull is up top, back into the corner of yellow here, though. Now on Flight with a pressure, but Skull able to knock it out. And again, this black team looking to be relentless here as the pressure on and the ball control on this yellow side so far here, Cubics.
Yeah, they've had some good offensive pressure here early, and we'll see what they can do with it. Skull can't quite get a touch on that Spirit, and we're back into that yellow end again for the Impulse. And their offense not looking super hot early, but we'll see if they can pick it up here.
Yeah, tucked into this black side. Now Skull going up with a near miss, though, off that flight. Now the cars are crashing all around as the ball, everybody seems to be a little discombobulated there. Flight tucks it towards that yellow goal, but it's just wide and to the right. Now Skull looking to press it out for his team, but again, another near miss here. Sparky's able to finally bring this one down, press into the black corner now across the goal rather. High above though is Smurf looking to press it out. And again, these little cars are cracking me up, but it's working for them apparently as Sparky sends it back the other way. A nice little save there from him, and now the pressure on this black side. Can they create an opportunity? Tubby going up, but Cobra is the one that comes away with a little touch there. Now Smurf back across the center. Cobra looking to rip a shot. There's Sparky, gets the save. Another touch is there, and the ball is back and forth, but they are unable to tuck it into the net. Now the yellow team is looking to press this out, but still 3:10 remaining, and nobody scored yet, Cubics.
Yeah, definitely one of the best shots we've seen all game right there. They just could not make it happen. Very close. But no cigar, and we'll see if they can do anything with this offensive pressure. This seemed to be where they like to spend a lot of their time, is in that offensive end, creating chances, and they do so very well. More so, I'd say, so far than the Impulse, but we'll see if the Impulse can get something going. Team bump there almost leads to a goal. That could have been detrimental.
Yeah, unfortunately, close only counts, and horseshoes and hand grenades, and Sparky going up top off the top back of the wall. Another touch from Skull, but not quite the touch he needs to find the net, and an easy save here for Smurf as the black team presses out in the other direction in a hurry. Smurf with another nice touch, and Flight Night with a huge demo, looking to create some more opportunities here for the Titans as Skull is finally able to get a touch on the ball, but Smurf waiting up in the air already, able to read that ball and tuck it onto the yellow side as Sparky looks to press. Here's the transition. Smurf on that little side flick defense there as the ball finds its way heading back toward the black side yet again across midfield. Flight with an air miss there as well, and now Sparky looking to drive it home. He gets the shot and the return, and Sparky able to find the first goal for his team with 1:47 remaining.
Just the classic case of the no clear defense. Just gives him a absolute sitter right in front of the net. No movement on that ball, and it's an easy tuck in for the Impulse, and an unfortunate one there for the Titans.
Yeah, Cobra kind of means business, though. Comes up with an early demo here, trying to create some more opportunities for the Titans. The ball near this goal. Smurf with a nice little flick up high, but Skull able to read that one and press out nicely. Now Tubby into the corner looking to press out. He does get a nice little flick there, but can't get the second touch, and Flight just high and above the crossbar as Smurf finds a shot too, but Skull able to come away with a save and keep his team ahead by 1. Now a demo coming out from Smurf though, and this could be another big play here as Flight looks to send it across the center here. A minute ticking away as they are still sitting 1-0.
It feels like the offense from the Titans has been so much more dangerous, creating the better opportunities, but 1 is all it takes for the Impulse to gain that lead, and 1 is all it takes for that lead to go away. Flight Night sends a floater, and with 2 men on the backboard, that misplay not looking so good, and the Impulse have let this lead slip.
Yeah, he finds the equalizer with just 52 seconds remaining. All tied up. Anyone's ball game as Smurf looks to make some moves here. And that Scarab can't come away with the play he needs. Now the ball across the center, floating high and dry. And Cobra Kai there, but not quick enough as Tubby on the retreat now. Off the wall, looks to get a banger, and he does! Over the head of Cobra, and now the press is on. Flake able to get back here in time. He tries to turn, redirect the other direction. And again, though, this yellow team now relentless, creating a lot of opportunities. The pressure's there, the shot's wide. And again, into the corner, looking to get the clear, and here comes Cobra Kai with a flick. Tubby, though, able to get a car on the ball, but now they're coagulated together in this corner, and this could be deadly as Smurf goes up in an air miss. Cobra Kai gets the touch. No, it's over his head. Tubby into the corner now, and regulation is ticked away. Anybody's ball game, but we have overtime.
Spicy. Overtime, game one. You have to think that this situation is going to favor the Titans here with the more dangerous chances, but as we've seen, well, one is all it takes, and that will do it. 8 seconds in this OT is all it takes for Flight Night to find the back of the net for the second time, and Titans are going to take game one.
Yeah, coming off that goal there, they had the momentum. You saw Cobra Kai with the boost up on the wall, just pressure, drills it across the center. And Flight Night just able to tap that one in with ease. 3 shots for him, 2 goals, 2 assists coming out from Cobra Kai as well. 3 shots and 3 saves from Smurf there, allowing them to be that better team by 1 goal in overtime. And man, the series is already exciting, Cubics.
Definitely, it's going to be a very good one down the stretch too. Flight Night really stepping up in that game and looking like the 12 salary on that team, and really showing his worth as that second main man. I think Smurf Ant will leave and decide to change away from that Scarab, get a little change of pace in the car department, a little bit too close for his liking in that one. But he was the main defender for this team with 3 saves in that game. Great play from him, stopping all 3 shots from the Impulse. And yeah, the offense from the Titans getting 7 shots of their own, looking a lot more dangerous, and it looks like the Impulse are going to need to step up in that category.
Yeah, to me, it just looked like Impulse was just bunching up a little too much. I mean, at one point, all 3 of them were in the same corner. So just kind of remember to stay calm, spread out those cars a little bit, make sure you're communicating so those rotations fall into place where they're supposed to. We saw them battle it out back and forth the whole game, a low scoring game going into overtime. They have the ability to compete here. It's obvious. I think they just got to make sure that they remain calm throughout the entire game. Obviously minor mistakes happen here and there, but you got to try to limit those. Just remain calm, keep those rotations, keep those comms on par, and we're definitely going to have a battle of a series here.
Definitely got to keep those comms calm and cool and collected if you're going to come out on top here as we get started here in game 2. Let's get it rolling.
5 minutes on the clock and ticking away as the ball right in front of the goal, and Tubby able to slam it home. Let's go. 5 seconds away, and the yellow team comes out swinging.
Oh, I had a bad feeling about that play right away when I saw Sparky's try and take it up the wall. Oh, not looking so hot, but 5 seconds is all it can take to change the tides of these games, and 5 seconds it is, and the Impulse get another 1-goal lead. We'll see if they can hold it this time.
Yeah, again, getting that goal here early. I know last time a few minutes had ticked away before a goal was even scored. Relentless defense on both sides, but again, Impulse able to attack early here. We'll see if they can keep up that momentum or if it's going to be the Titans with that relentless pressure. Yet again, though, ball across midfield, and here's Smurf. Going to press her back in, across the center, and Tubby, is there, but I'm not sure how he didn't hit that one. Unfortunately, Cobra and Flight kind of coagulating together as well. Now the clear coming out. That's going to be Flight with a little 180, turns around, it's not there, and Skoll really making some plays here for his team, but Cobra with the clear, and now it's back in the other direction as they look to find this equalizer. Sparky, though, on the press, and what a demo from Tubby. And he might be their demo man. That's a few demos from him already, Cubics.
Yeah, looking to play that aggressive game. Kai almost finding a snipe. That could have been bad. But, yeah, for the Impulse, that demo was big to alleviate a little bit of the pressure. Not necessarily creating an offensive chance, but not allowing a defensive chance in return. And sometimes demos are used for just that by the defense, and we saw one there, and they were able to get out for just a short amount of time.
We can see these rotations from this yellow team coming in a little better here. Smurf goes up, gets a nice touch, though. Looking for that flip reset. Tubby able to push it out. Now the pressure is on, though, as Flight is there. And Cobra in the right place as well. Fires, but going to be real high on the crossbar on that one as Flight looks to tuck her back in and create some more opportunities. And that is unfortunate.
Yeah, unfortunate is the only word for that, as Sparky goes up and gets the double tap on his own net. And not really what anybody in this lobby wanted to see. Maybe the Titans wanted to see it to get them back in this game. Not really how they wanted to do it, but 3 minutes of Rocket League left in this one, and we'll see who comes out on top.
Absolutely loving this pressure from Tubby here. That's 3 demos early from him in this game. And this is absolutely what you want to see, a change of pace, something different, being annoying, bumping those cars, just getting them off their game. You know, you have that own goal there for your team. You got to laugh that off, come out swinging here, all tied up 1-1, 2:30 remaining as Skolv looks to pressure, and a near miss from Skolv as Flight comes up with an excellent save, and now the press toward the other way. Smurf with a nice touch. Looks to drive it home, but the defense is there, and Cobra Kai looking to keep it in. Sparky, though, has other plans across the field to Tubby. Nice clear into the corner, across the center. Flight misses. Everybody misses, but Sparky comes in with a clutch follow through, and they find themselves up by 1 with 2:08 remaining.
Oh, the touch coming in, just barely missing the net, and 3 whiffs. 1 from Impulse and 2 from the defense of the Titans. And after that, a sitter right in front of the net, and Impulse are going to get another goal back. See if they can hold on to this 1-goal lead yet again here with just 2 minutes left in this game.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what Smurf has up his sleeve here. I've seen a lot of high aerial moves from him. Nothing really connecting yet, but he definitely has the talent within there as they find themselves down by 1. But again, bumping his teammate there. That's what you don't want to see again as they get a little bunched up here. The yellow team doing a much better job of spreading out this game. They look to tie the series up 1-1 as Sparky presses across the center. A nice pass to Skoll, fires a little wide. Flight with an excellent booming clear as Smurf goes up with the touch to the corner, and now across the center. But it's going to be Tubby who tries to bring it down, and a nice flick over Cobra's head. Now the other direction, and here's Smurf. Nice little dinker over the head, and again, that yellow team bunching together here. Skoll's got to look to get back. He is alone on this goal. The demo again from Tubby, and this man means business.
Again, another one of those defensive demos in that scenario. Great to alleviate the pressure. Gave the Impulse back that possession. They were able to get clear and get some time in their offensive end. Didn't lead to a goal. Doesn't need to. They just need to kill some time.
Yeah, Tubby is absolutely my kind of player. That player that's in your face. He's bumping you. He's annoying. He's a big annoyance. That's what I love to be when I play Rocket League. And he is doing an excellent job of that here in Game 2. 4 or 5 demos thus far. Now the pass from Sparky across the center. Flight able to read it, though. Tubby coming up with a press. The 50, unable to win. Bounces the other direction now, and Sparky able to tuck it into the corner. Here comes Smurf across the center. The aerial off the ceiling, and again, a nice touch from his teammate, though, pressing toward the goal. The defense is there. Flight looks to touch it in, but again, this Impulse team is all over this ball here in Game 2. 10 seconds left as Sparky looks to clear and get away from the net. Can they hold on? No! What a shot from Smurf to tie it up with 4 seconds left, and we might have a second overtime.
Well, second overtime would be such a treat, but may I add, this is the second series in a row where we've seen a 2-2 tying goal with 4 seconds on the clock. Coincidence? Definitely. But we'll see if they can end it here in regulation with this beauty of a chance, but nobody can get there, and we're back in OT.
Yeah, unbelievable. And this is 2 games thus far in this series and 2 OTs already. These guys very evenly matched. Excuse me. Flex Knight coming off the wall there, looking to press here already early, and they had an 8-second goal last time. They performed well here in overtime as they look to keep things rolling. Cobra Kai just over his head. Now they fire it the other way, and the black team finds themselves scrambling back toward the goal. They're going to escape a disaster there. And now the ball on this yellow side. Smurf going up for a touch of his own over the head, and everybody kind of, again, coagulating together in this corner. And anybody able to create an opportunity here? 39 seconds has ticked by, Cubic.
Yeah, some more offense coming in from the Titans here, getting some good offensive pressure now. A dangerous ball in the middle, and that one will find the back of the net after all, as they finally find a way to get through and win their second overtime in a row. You've got to think that's got to be something that is going to come into play down the line here, Hot.
Yeah, I mean, if your impulse or tough losses, it doesn't show on the season. You know, you see these losses here, but these are tough, close games. It's anybody's game in overtime. You have to be happy with how you're performing. You're just not quite able to finish in overtime, not having that pressure that you're having that full game. And again, it's the Titans who are scoring late, tying it up, sending it to overtime, carrying over that momentum, and able to capitalize in overtime. And what a game for Smurf Ant.
Yeah, 2 goals and a save. Had the most shots on his team. I had relatively low shot total in this entire game, with only 9 between the 2 teams. But still quite a bit of goals with 5 on the board. Smurfant getting 2 of those, and definitely the main man for that team, as so do the sheets tell. He is that 12 salary player for them, and he really did step up in this game. And Flight Knight, the main second man there, definitely coming into that role as well, giving a great support to Smurfant with ones all across the board. 1 goal, 1 assist, 1 save, and 1 shot, with that 100% shooting accuracy looking pretty good.
Yeah, we see Tubby dropping down to the 160 and even 300 ping at one point there. So I wonder if he's battling a little extra handicap there of his own. You know, I know that can be tough to play with a high ping like that, but really he has been playing very well for this Impulse team. Phenomenal use of demos, both on the offensive and the defensive side. But unfortunately, his team just unable to clutch these close victories, or close defeats for them, rather, in overtime as we get set here for game 3.
Yeah, that's going to be a big thing, making sure that they can come clutch at the end of the game. They've let 2 overtime slip, and they let that 1 goal lead slip as well twice in that last game, and they ended up taking an L. So they're going to have to get some regulation wins, as OT seems to be what the Titans are feasting on right now.
Yeah, we're already 10 seconds into this game here, and it's actually the Titans with that early attack, but now the ball the other way, and I got to hand it to Cobra Kai. His rotations have been on point. We often see him a little more on that defensive side, but he's pressing out of the goal at the right time. He's keeping the ball in play for longer for this Titan squad, and Smart with a near goal. Skull for the save, but it's not enough, and Flight able to drill it home. You'll see it again here.
Oh, I wish you could have seen my jaw drop on that one. What a save by Skull, but obviously not able to get that clear, and the ball forced into the back of the net. This is the first time that the Titans have gotten the first goal, and we'll see if they can get the second here. Very close. But
yeah,
woohoo! I thought that was posting in. I thought they had the second already.
Yeah, they've done a very excellent job of keeping this pressure, you know, very high pace, if you will. And here's Flight Knight again with that pressure. Smurf able to toss her back across center up high. A nice touch from him, and nearly the double off the wall, but he just got in there a little too close, a little too late. And that one is going to slip wide of the goal as Flight looks to keep that pressure on, but a nice hit from the opposing team to send it the other way. And now back and forth, here we go across middle field, battling in both directions as the ball now finally takes its way toward this black side. And Tubby pressing back in through the corner here now. The ball floating across center. And there's Sparky. What a play.
looking at this one from the ground view, I did not think that had a chance considering the two Titans players that went up for it, but somehow Sparky finds a way to get that pinch into the back of the net and gets that equalizing goal. Definitely one that they needed and looking good right now.
Yeah, phenomenal read, phenomenal timing by Sparky to put that one away. Excellent save here from Tubby. And a nice booming clear. He's already down on the other side, trying to create those opportunities for his team. As the ball does float down around midfield here, but Cobra with a miss actually. Ball going in that other direction, and Flight not really getting the booming clear he wanted. Off the wall, and here comes Skull with a miss, and missing back and forth here. Both teams having trouble connecting here since the ball's reset. As they are finally, what a touch from Smart. Put that one in the wreck and clip it, baby, because that was a nice play.
I so wish you could see my face right now. I was on Smurfman's camera view that whole time when he was on. Oh man, what a read. You could tell he was going to hit the angle. Ooh, that is a clean tip in, and definitely one for the highlight reel.
Yeah,
Nothing
you see why he has that 12 salary right there.
Yeah, for sure. Nothing you can do to stop something like that.
All right, and just like that, the ball is back in his hands. He's looking like the Lionel Messi of car soccer right now as Flight Night with an excellent chip. He tries to get the second touch, but it's Sparky who comes away with a save and keeps his team alive here, still down by one. Sparky with a demo, looking like John Rambo out there, a one-man wrecking crew. Flight Night now with a dribble down. The ball is going to be pushed out here in a hurry. Skull looking to create some opportunities for his team as well into the corner of this Titan side, and Smurf with a near miss as well. The ball is bouncing around and nobody can really get a body on it here, but that's Flight Night now to extend it down to the other side across the center and off the wall. Tubby up though, and now Smurf back the other way. These guys are really battling it out here today.
Very good pass in the middle there, but the touch from Kai is not there. I think he switched to a Dominus for this game as well, if I'm not mistaken, but looking very interesting and definitely a great game so far and some great plays. We'll see if the Impulse have it in them to come back in this game. We haven't seen them need to make a comeback yet. They've always been up and have lost that lead, and it's been twice now that they've been down by one and have come back. We'll see if they can do it here, for the second time, as they're going to need to get some offensive pressure.
Again, I think, both teams fairly equal on this playing field as Sparky is going to drive that one all the way home. Tie it up with the equalizer, 1:07 remaining.
Well, there is the offense that they needed, and it came in the form of a transition play. And with 1:07 on the clock, this game looking pretty even, and it's going to come down to one small mistake that is going to cause a rotation to crumble, or a whiff in net that's going to cause the ball to find the back of it. And it remains to see what team is going to make that crucial mistake.
I mean, as a huge fan of Rick and Morty, I have to love the topper on Sparky's car as well. And we'll see if he was the spark that gets his team ignited. Skull fires it in for 3.
And that is a huge goal there, finding a way to get it past Smurf. And that lead is going to be the first one that they have in this game. But we've seen in the last minute the Impulse have a bad habit of throwing it and needing overtime, which they have lost. So we'll see if they can finally hold on to a 1-goal lead and take game 3 and start there for the first sweep.
Yeah, as much as I'd like to say throwing it, though, you got to give it to these Titans, man. They've been very good. These passing plays are on point, and it's just hard to stop a team like this when they're playing at the top of their game, especially with someone like Smurf. Flight there as well. The passing is just absolutely on point. The rotations from Cobra, able to keep that ball in play, and Smurf just able to capitalize on almost all of those opportunities. You see it here again. Flight Night able to tie it up. 8 seconds remaining. That's the second time.
They've
The
done
first
it
game-
again.
The first
They
game,
did
they
it
had
again.
4 seconds remaining to overtime. The second game was 8. This game, it's 8. We might see yet again a third overtime. And these guys are absolutely on it here tonight.
They've done it again. They've thrown in the last 10 seconds. And if the Titans win this here or in overtime, oh, the VOD review on this one is going to be absolute pain for the Impulse.
Again,
You
it's,
gotta
you know,
think after having leads this late in these games, they gotta be able to pull it out. And they haven't yet.
Yeah, I mean, Titans able to score that equalizer, able to tie it up, carry that momentum with them into overtime. But right now, the pressure from this Impulse team is happening early in overtime. And can they keep it up, though? The flick over his head, and now the pressure in the other direction. A pass off the wall, and Cobra Kai is going to get taken out by Tubby. Double kill. What a demo from him.
That is absolutely huge from the defense there, getting those 2 demos. All the pressure that was on them in that moment was taken off. Oh, they did it 3 times in a row.
That.
Oh, that's pain. Oh, that
You'll
just.
see it. Flight just able to turn and capitalize on the miscue. Everybody jumping out, pressing out as fast as they can, and unfortunately, you know, they play. That's the thing. They played so well all game, but those minor mistakes that they were making just a little more of them, and that's why you saw them in overtime as well, unable to keep that pressure or that high intensity pace for as long as the Titans could. And you know, this game, Flight Night, 3 goals, 5 shots. Phenomenal display from the Titans here tonight in week 2.
12 shots on that as well. A beautiful game in that one for the Titans, but you have to feel so bad for the poor Impulse. They ended up throwing 3 consecutive games where they got scored on in at least the last minute, the last 2 games in the last 10 seconds, and then they lost all 3 in overtime. You have to shed a single tear for them.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate. But again, I mean, I absolutely loved watching Tubby play. I love his play style. A plethora of demos coming out left and right. We saw the double demo there at the end of that game. So I really love that play style. Unfortunately, they were unable to capitalize here today as the Titans come out on top. And what a display from the whole crew, really. From Smurf, Ant, those first 2 games, Flight Night in that 3rd game, and Cobra Kai just being that great 3rd man, playing back, rotating in when he needs to, keeping that ball in play when he needs to, attacking when he needs to, but also being back in the goal, not overcommitting and allowing the other team to score those easy goals or those easy run goals that the Titans were, in fact, able to score on Impulse.
For sure, there was a lot of good play from him tonight. Definitely taking everything into account and falling into the rotation of the 2 higher players on that team very well, and definitely one of their keys. But for now, I think we are going to take a short break before we head into our final game of the night in just a few minutes. We'll be right back.
somebody else. Circling the edge, way up high. Don't know if I'll ever have a useful alibi. Gone too far to stop. Yeah, I'll try. Flying, crashing, looking for a perfect suicide. Circling the edge. Circling the edge.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Reality Rocket League. Back with our match of the day. This time it's a Legends matchup between the Necromancers and the Havocs. We're in for a great game here. So, Hot, what do you think about this game?
Hey, I'm excited. I'm 2 for 2 on my predictions tonight. I thought Impulse was going to take a game last time. They didn't even take a game. But I am going with Necromancers. Salary is not on paper. It's not in their favor. But the Half Prince, he's the fellow caster. He casts for Reality Rocket League. So I gotta go with my boy, and I'm gonna be pulling for Necromancers on this one. But like you said, Havoc's roster, the salary there on paper, very, very talented dudes. Definitely looking forward to be able to cast this Legends game. I'm looking for a lot of high levels, plays. Obviously, the passing is generally usually very on point. I like how they spread the field, get those big pass plays, and you just see a lot of really cool things that you don't always see in an Origin or a Depth League.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, with this higher level gameplay, we're going to have some much more faster paced action than we've seen all night, and be a fun one to cast here. And as you said, you're going for the Necromancers in this one. I have been wrong on both occasions tonight, going 0-3, but I have to go with the Havocs on this one. And the main reason here is that the salaries for these players are all higher than their counterparts on the Necromancers here, with Happy Pingo at an 18.5, the highest salary in the game. Half Prince, one below that at 17.5 for the Necromancers, their main man. But the main thing I'm noticing about these teams is that Oval is a 14.5 and will be the third man for the Necromancers today, whereas the third man for the Havocs is going to be Citations at 16. So the gap there, quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, but we saw it earlier that, we had mentioned it, especially in that first game, obviously on paper, things look good, but they don't always go that way. We've had some underdogs win here tonight. So I'm going to pull through for the Half Friends, the caster crew, and see if they're able to pull this victory here, as we are only just a couple minutes away from that beginning here at 8:30. Do you think we're going to go 5 games in this one, Cubics?
I'm going to say no, regardless of which way it goes. I think it's either going to be that the Necromancers are going to come out, and even though they have on paper worse players, are going to come out and be very strong rotationally and play well as a team and come out and shock the Havocs and take it in 3 or 4 games. And I don't think they're going to outlast the Havocs going into 5. And if the Havocs are the better team, I think they'll take it before we even get to 5 in this one. So I don't see it going all the way, but I think it could be very interesting if we do get there.
Yeah, I look to see that really the first game I feel like might really set the tone for this game. Is it going to be a runaway for one team, create some momentum in one direction? Is it going to be a very close back and forth? So I look to see the first game really set the tone, for either team. And I think we'll tell a little more after that. But, is it going to be one of those quick sweeps again, or are they going to be battling back and forth here and take it to game 5? I hope so. But I think the Necromancers are going to take this here. I think the Havocs will take. Yeah, I think it's going game 5. I'm going to go game 5.
All right. Would not have picked Necromancers in 5, but we are ready to go, and everybody is going to take the field now for our first game of this series. Havocs are going to be in orange, Necromancers in that teal, and things are off and running. The Necromancers here with the first possession. Doodle taking it up the wall, though. Havoc's back out quickly, going to be looking for a center. Oval is going to be there. Citations gets that center, but a long booming clear. Great save by Rolls Royce there to keep that out of the back of the net early for the Havocs. And the best scoring chance yet coming very early in this one. We'll see what they can do. Shot on again, but kept out of harm's way. Shot in the middle. Great save by Citations to keep that one out of the back of the net. Pass across here. Half Prince trying to make something happen. Can't quite do it on that attempt. The shot is on. That one looked to be bar down, but it won't find the bar as the defense is there from the Havocs. Necromancers looking for this 2-on-1. Citations able to find a way. A demo as well cleared out. All three are back here from the Necromancers, and they're looking pretty good early.
Yeah, still neither team able to score here as it is on this green side, but back across the other way as both teams fighting back and forth. And Wolves looking to press it in. Doodle up top, able to get that touch just before his opponent there as it's now tucked into the green side. And Wolves looking to get that bicycle, but Doodle just demos straight through him, keeps the pressure on. Oval and Brent with a little double commit there, but it doesn't come back to haunt him as Oval continues that press across the center. There it is, and an excellent save here to push it out from this orange team. Citations up off the wall, able to carry it out, looking for the clear, and just over the head of his opponent. Now pressing the other way, though, is Wolves. Doodle goes up and gets a nice clear of his own, and so far, both of these teams have played excellent defense, good rotations, on point. And I'm not sure who's going to be the first to score here so far, Cubics.
Yeah, no team really getting a lot of super high quality chances, more dangerous chances coming up from the Necromancers, but not really any danger. They were the main team to actually get the ball in front of the net here. Doodle looking to make a juke play, fires it just wide. Very close on that attempt. Half Prince looking to take this one now. Wolves pings it to the corner, but lots of space to give in. Nobody's really back. Bunching up in the corner, but this one somehow finds some space in between these players, and no danger yet. As we hit that halfway point, a launch shot, almost finding a way in. A great read from Citations to cut across, make that save. Rolls Royce going for the flip reset, hits it, bar down, not in the back of the net, but Doodle is there for the cleanup, and the Havocs get the first goal of this match.
Yeah, what a phenomenal flip reset from Rolls Royce there as Doodle just comes in to slam it home at 67 miles per hour. 2:09 remaining, and again, they find themselves down by one here. The great defense thus far, but again, the Havocs just able to capitalize on that opportunity here. Now Oval with a quick pressure, and what a shot from Half Prince. Gonna hit the crossbar and fall just out of the goal here, unfortunately, as they look to keep the pressure on. Nice flick from the orange team, but it's Wolves now. Presses it down onto the orange side. They both battle up, and Prince able to win that one big time. The pressure from Oval still on. Wolves goes up as well, presses off the corner. Now the touch back to Wolves. Can't get the flick. He lets it bounce over. Now Prince, the flick, just high yet again. The touch off the wall, but they can't let it fall. And now Wolves here trying to keep it back in. But Prince just unable to get to the ball in time, 118, and now they're fighting, and Prince with a demo in the air. This team is absolutely relentless here as they try to find the equalizer, and this Orange team has got to find a way to get it out of here before the Necromancers capitalize.
And they haven't yet, but their pressure has been absolutely relentless so far, spending a lot of the last minute or so in their offensive end, getting a good shot. Better save from Rolls-Royce right there. But the offense from the Havocs has just not been there right now. We'll see if they can continue that or if they're going to have to play a lot more defense here. So far, it's been all Necromancers in this last minute or so as we hit that 30-second mark in just a couple of seconds. Necromancer's going to need to find a way to get the ball in the back of the net quickly here. Havoc finding a way to keep the ball in their scoring, and a little bit of a rotational mishap there from Oval off the post, and not a great shot, but 15 seconds on the clock. The offense got to come in here right now and quick for the Necromancers. Low scoring first game here that looks like it's going to go the way of the Havoc. Citations tries to stuff one in. The ball just has to touch the ground now. It will. Oh, or not. Good keep up there by Half Prince. Dangerous in the middle. Oval finds way Half Prince at 0 seconds. Ties this game up with the save to find a way to bounce it. Oval with the pass, and he gets it just over the line before it hits the floor. We are in overtime here, Hot Sauce.
Hats off to fellow caster Prince to have the gameplay, the mindset, the game sense to keep that one there. And what a shot. Regulation had been ticked off by 10 seconds or so. And Half Prince able to capitalize here now as they find themselves battling it out in overtime. Game one, Prince looking to carry her down the wall. There's Oval with a touch off the ceiling, but Citations goes up, can't get it, rolls, waiting patiently, and able to tuck this one in. The green team, there's Prince, not going to get the 50 he wants, and wow, they escape a near disaster there. Citations in the background, able to keep this one in on the green side as they look to complete these opportunities here, but Wolves with a huge demo onto Rolls-Royce. But Citations is there waiting, able to push her back to the other side. And now we are 50 seconds into overtime. And there it is, Citations up top, nails it home.
And the Havocs find a way to get it done in overtime. Citations, the man to get it done. My boy finds a way to put the ball in the back of the net, and the Havocs are going to take this all-important first game. And with play like that, my goodness, Hot, we could be seeing that Game 5 a lot more quickly than I thought.
Yeah, I mean, phenomenal from both teams there. The Half Prince, 5 shots, 4 for playing with Woods, unable to find any that fall, but Rolls-Royce up there with 4 saves. The defense coming in clutch, and quite frankly, what I believe won them this game.
Oh, 100%. The Havoc's defense, they had to hold off the Necromancers from about 2:30 to about 1 minute on the clock there after just that relentless pressure from the Necromancers, and they were able to do it, getting quite a few saves in the process there, and that solid defensive play is what's going to get them the win here throughout the series.
Yeah, when Half Prince made that shot there to tie it up and go into overtime, I was going absolutely nuts. I was over here Ric Flaring it, man. Like,
Ballistic.
What a shot. I mean, the game sense, the way, truly a phenomenal play. Unfortunately, we're unable to win in overtime, but you said it, man. If the rest of the games are like this, we very well could see a Game 5 here, Necromancers versus Havocs. And it does look like we are getting everybody loaded in here for game number 2. I am super excited. This has been so much fun thus far.
Game numero dos. Cars are on the pitch, ready to get things going. And we will, in just 3 seconds, countdown is on. The clock will start when that ball is touched. And here we go, game 2. Half Prince gets that clear right away, and we're going to see some Necromancers offense off the bat here. Rolls with the bad miss, finds a way to pass it up. Double commit there again from the Havocs. A little bit sloppy here in the first 15 seconds, trying to find their footing. And they will But their footing is going to be on the defensive end here early. Good pass. Oval with the pass back. This could be a dangerous clear, and it is in the back of the net. Citations, his second goal of the series. Havoc's up 1-0 early.
Yeah, just unfortunate. Excellent pass there from Oval. Unable to capitalize the clear. Nobody back in time, and that one is just going to roll in with ease. Put them up by 1 here in game number 2 as we're set for the kickoff. And that's going to go in the favor of Half Prince here early into the corner, but Doodle able to push him away from that, kind of muscle him off the ball there. And now the clear coming out from Orange, as that's going to be Rolls Royce, tucks into the corner in a hurry, but Prince already back and all over this ball. This man's a machine thus far. As they find themselves still down by 1 though, Cubics.
And that 1 goal lead going to be a tough one to come back from. We saw a very low-scoring first game here. Good save by Oval, but that defensive double commit means that they can't get out of their own end. Half Prince going to try now. Good 50 from Doodle to keep it in the offense twice in a row. Almost an own goal. It's not in yet. And Half Prince able to keep it out in desperation. Again, 2 in a row. He is going off on defense after almost own goaling. He comes back and keeps them in this game nicely, as Rolls Royce going to bring it back in for the Havocs, and we're seeing that offensive pressure come in for the Havocs. Now bump in net as well on Half Prince. Doesn't matter. It stays in the corner for now. Wolves tries to find Half Prince on the way out. Can't quite do it. But Havocs with a lot of offensive pressure in that last minute, keeping the Necromancers in their own end, going to be key here down the stretch.
Yeah, I want to know how the Half Prince's salary is not higher. This man is just playing with absolute passion and fire tonight. It's really fun to watch here as they are battling back down 1-0. He's going to go up top, unable to find that one as Oval gets a touch, able to keep it here at midfield. The Doodle waiting to bring it down. He does, fakes the flick, or the other way here rather. Citation's able to get a ball or a car on the ball across the center, and Half Prince with a nice clear into the corner. But Rolls Royce there waiting. Prince going to win that 50. Drops down to Doodle, who fires it out. And a nice little job to bring that down by Rolls. Good pass. This is the phenomenal passing that we were referencing earlier, and we are seeing it come out here from the Havocs now. Half Prince back across the center, a flick over the head, and teammates there to stop. Doodle with a nice one of his own. Is Oval able to tuck it back into the orange corner here. Rolls Royce looking to get the clear, but Oval is all over this ball, and there's Prince. Rips a shot. Going to be wide off the car of the orange as Doodle goes off the ceiling and looks to clear it out here for this orange team.
Can't quite get it done though, and they're still trapped in their own half. Finally, the Necromancers showing some offensive prowess here. Doodle ends up centering it off the post. Another shot, and Wolves will find the back of the net. No clear coming out from the Havocs, and that's what's going to do them in.
Yeah, I'm surprised that there was no clear after this this Oval shot, but nobody just able to get back in time. Thankfully, Wolves was there to finish it up, put it away, all tied up here at 1-1.
A big goal for the Necromancers as well. Being able to show that offensive prowess and come back, scoring a goal before 0 seconds this time. And finally able to get a true regulation goal. Half Prince trying to get it in the center again, but we're seeing some more low-scoring games than we did earlier today. Almost a goal again there from Oval.
I think that goes to show you the difference in leagues there as well as playing Wolves. Able to find the back of the net and put his team up by 1.
Barely able to squeak this one in. Oh, just not quite quick enough on that reaction to Citations. Can't quite make the save. And it just shows how perfect you have to be in this league to win.
Yeah, but just to touch base on what you were referencing there, I think that the reason we are seeing that is that difference in the league there being in this Legend League. We tend to see some, the lower scoring games as all members are well-rounded in offensive, defense. The rotations are usually on point. Obviously, we have our bad days. But we're seeing it here now. The Necromancers looking to take game 2 here and make this a competition early, but Rolls Royce is in the air. Prince able to get the touch first, rolls another touch off the top of the car as Citations looks to make things happen, but the Necromancers say not today. 30 seconds left to tick away here and playing. Wolves on that rebound, but again, tucked into the corner of green as Half Prince looks to clear, and now in the other direction, he's in a hurry, boosting all the way. He's able to win the 50. Can he get the touch? No, it's Rolls Royce. And now in the other direction, 13 remaining, a wide open goal. But what a save! What a save by Oval. Truly phenomenal to keep our team alive. And there it is, Wolves looking to press it out. Regulation has ticked away. Can they find the net? No! Half Prince with another save. Rolls Royce can't keep it alive.
That bump there at the end, stalling out the dribble, and that is what is going to let the Necromancers win this game. That save as well by Oval. Applause to you, good sir. What a game that was. And I have no words. That was just beautiful Rocket League all around.
Yeah, and then the Havoc's almost sending it back to overtime. The Necromancers able to hold on, but again, scoring both of those goals in that regulation time. The series all tied up at 1. And man, as if the games before this have not been exciting enough. We've had like 5 overtimes tonight. Even in those sweep series. But I mean, what a way to start this off here, and what a way to end the night here. Necromancers versus Havocs.
Just some fantastic gameplay and very hype level gameplay as well. Necromancers and Havocs only combined for 11 shots in that game, but quality chances all around for both teams, and 4 saves coming in from the Necromancers, a big part of why they were able to win in that game.
Yeah, I definitely look forward to this game 3 here. Now all tied up at 1. Let's see if the Necromancers can keep this momentum going in their favor, or again, if it'll be the orange team coming out, correcting those mistakes, keeping those rotations on point. Really not a lot of mistakes from either team. Just really some key passes coming in, and just both teams capitalizing on the opportunities in front of them.
Yeah, we'll see if they can make some of those corrections that they need to in this game to keep that offensive pressure there. We saw them lose it for a bit in the middle portion of that game, and that is really what made it so down to the wire, as they weren't able to really keep the offensive pressure for the middle part of that game, and Havocs going to need to change that.
All right, here we are, and game 3 is underway. The series tied at 1 here as both teams looks to take the lead here yet again, and Rolls Royce coming out with an early demo here on the Wolves. Now Citations dribbling up the wall, ball's going to hit off the ceiling, and Citations goes on to bump France, but he somehow finds his way to the ball. He rips a shot, and it finds the corner of the net. What a putt!
I'm honestly not sure what happened there. On the defensive rotation, it looked like he just put it in a place where the defender was not able to get to it in time, and it looks like Rolls Royce was not able to correct for that in time, and early lead here from Necromancers.
Yeah, now he's going to go up again. They had a nice kickoff there. Playing with Wolves, fires one back toward the goal, and it's Doodle who comes away with a heck of a save. A miss from Oval, could be a fake rather, but Prince goes up, can't quite get the touch he needs. Wolves able to fire back across the center. Doodle. And this defense from the Havocs has been phenomenal, but the pressure thus far of the Necromancers has just been absolutely astonishing. And there it is, yet again, Wolves able to put away another.
I don't know how that went in. I missed it on my screen. Okay. All right, Wolves. You're kind of nuts. I'm not going to lie. Getting the first touch and the correction. Oh, that's nuts.
Straight nasty from playing Wolves there as Oval goes up, sends her back across the center. And right now the Necromancers with a 2-0 lead. Cubics, what do the Havocs do here to start to turn things around in game 3?
Got to get the ball out of their end. They've been playing a lot of this game in their own half, and you can't score from there. So they are going to need to take this ball out and get it in the back of that net as soon as possible here. A little bit of a double commit on that corner. Ball is going to let the Necromancers out. They might have another shot for another goal here, and it looks like they will, but it just goes wide. Not quite what they wanted to see here. Wolves trying to make something happen again in that corner. They can't cook up a meal for that center. Rolls-Royce able to get it out here, looking for a shot. Citations pops it up in the middle. Doodle trying to make something happen. A demo coming out from Citations, but it's not enough to open the lane. That one almost finding its way through. Wolves able to make that stop, though. And Havoc's looking more dangerous now, and they get the goal. Rolls-Royce finds the back of the net here, and it's a one-goal game.
Yeah, excellent pass across the center. They're just unable to get back in time. Rolls-Royce able to capitalize and bring his team closer to that equalizer. But, man, I got to tell you, I have a lot of fun watching Half Prince cast. I'm having even more fun watching this guy play. He is out here making moves. Team up by one as they look to keep it going. The pressure here early as Rolls-Royce looks to get that clear, and a fiery shot coming out from Wolves. Prince off the wall, and what a rip into the corner of the net. I said it before the round started. And there it is. This man is phenomenal. Absolutely unstoppable out here right now.
Blazing shot, as you said. Absolute banger off the wall, finding the back of the net. And that catching the defense off guard. And exactly what the Necromancers needed to keep this lead going.
Yeah, from Half Prince to King, he's on his way to a hat trick already here in Game 3, and he has been a dominating force thus far as the Havocs look to try and slow him down a little bit. You probably want to see a little more demos coming out from the Havocs onto Half Prince, which might allow them to create some more opportunities. They haven't really, you know, nothing to take away from Oval, phenomenal player, but he does have the lower salary. We haven't really Havocs trying to pick on that yet or try to, you know, exploit that yet. So look to maybe see that happen as well here in these last 2 minutes of Game 3, Cubics.
Oh, almost there. Oval, as you were saying, he's the lowest salary, but playing his heart out today for sure. Playing very well. And now some offensive pressure here from the Necromancers. Oval trying to make a play happen again. They'll be unable to do it as the Necromancers are going to get some offensive pressure.
Now 3-1, 90 seconds remaining here, and the Half Prince has been all over this ball. They are trying to find an answer, but playing Wolves too, very talented. Everybody on this Necromancer squad, and what a shot! Look at this replay. Wolves up off the wall yet again. What a shot to drive it in. The double tap. This man is a machine.
Talk about a highlight reel play there. The double tap off the wall. Beautiful play from Wolves to get that goal, and definitely the most high-powered offense that we have seen all series coming in from him here.
Yeah, that might be the shot of the night for me as well, Cubics, thus far.
For sure, that double tap. Woo. I mean, we did see a double tap earlier, to be fair, in that first game. The very first goal of the day was a double tap, but
he flew up, hit it, went onto the wall, jumped off the wall, and then double tapped it from there into the goal. So I think that one sets it just a little further apart there. But at any rate, 4-1, 40 seconds left. You gotta believe this is in the bag here for Necromancers.
We'll see what they can do here in the last 35 seconds, though. Looking to keep that pressure on the Havocs. Trying to make something happen. Not exactly sure what happened there, but they make something happen, that's for sure.
Yes, the Rocket League gods have answered the prayer, and Doodle able to slip it in. Half Prince just a little discombobulated down there. I'm not sure if he might have clipped the wall, but at any rate, they are going to grab another goal. I still don't think it's going to be enough, people.
We'll see if they can make it happen here. 20 seconds on the clock here. Stuck in their defensive zone, though. And it looks like Game 3 is going to go to the Necromancers here. And that 2-1 lead going to be big for them.
Yeah, truly phenomenal lead coming out. Really just giving them the confidence as well. You know, you talked about them having a little bit higher salary, but coming in, taking game 2, now taking game 3, 4-2, able to score 4 goals. You have what it takes. You've got to be feeling confident going into game 4. Again, playing Wolves up on top there. 2-1, 2-3, 2 goals, 1 assist, 2 saves, and 3 shots. And what an MVP he's been these last 2 games.
Wolves got 2 goals last game as well for the Necromancers. He has been an offensive threat all around the board, and absolutely great play from Wolves there, all around the field, really, to give the Necromancers that win. And Half Prince also with that striking ability, giving him 2 goals on his 3 shots as well. Also very good. The only area of concern I could see for the Necromancers is Oval going 0 for 4 on shots, but it didn't seem to matter as the Havocs only had 4 shots all game.
Yeah.
Having to make 4 saves to even keep them in this game, they never really came close on the offensive end to making a push.
And I will take somebody who's 0-1, 0-4 as opposed to 0-1, 0-0. I mean, you got to rip those shots. At least Oval's out there taking those shots. And who knows, some of those other goals might be coming from those Oval shots, those second chance shots. So even though Oval didn't come away with any goals, 4 shots, it does create a lot more opportunities for your team. As you mentioned, Havocs only having 4 shots as a team collectively. All right, so we are getting loaded in here. Necromancers versus Havocs. The Necromancers have taken 2 games here tonight. The Havocs, of course, only taken 1. So the Havocs are going to have to take this if we do go to game 5. But again, they are getting loaded on the field here. Game 4 underway. We have it, the Havocs versus the Necromancers. And Wolves going up early to get that touch as the Orange team did win that kickoff there. But again, the ball remains around midfield up high as Prince is unable to get a touch, but neither is the Orange team. Now Wolves is going to miss as well. A little bit of whiff action coming out here early as both teams look to calm the pace down, set down, and get a grip here. As only 20 seconds have ticked by, we've seen an awful lot of whiffs, but now Wolves regaining himself, pressing in the other direction. Prince with a nice pinch off the wall, but Citations is waiting there to boom it the other direction. Can't get it back in, though, as Oval able to press up that side wall. Rolls looking to get the press. But again, Oval is there creating these phenomenal opportunities here. Again, early, the Necromancers with this pressure, and it's going to be Citations who comes away saving that ball from the back of the net. And again, a minute's ticked away, and neither team has scored here yet.
Offensive pressure coming on early from the Necromancers. And we'll see if they can continue that here. Havocs trying to get something going. Their offense a little bit lackluster last game. And this game as well. Oval putting in a goal here. His first for the last couple of games after going 0-4 in the last one. He'll score on his first shot. And the first shot of this game coming just over a minute in. A little bit surprising.
Yeah, and you know, you got, even though you can't hear the comms, you've got to believe that the comms on this Necromancer side might just be a little bit better. We saw Prince pull off that shot, knew there was plenty of time. Oval was able to hit that in with ease, and we just see a little bit of ease, you know, easier rotations coming out, a little bit of a better team chemistry, and a lot of times that does come with team comms or maybe playing together longer as well. But at any rate, it seems like the Necromancers have the slight edge thus far here tonight, Cubics.
Definitely. Oval really stepping up as that third man as well, not playing like a 14-5 on the sheets, but definitely stepping up and playing very well with his teammates. I think is the main key here, that he's playing very well in rotation. And the Havocs seem to be falling apart more and more as this series goes on. Their defense trying to hold on, but it's just not enough when the quality of shots coming from this Necromancers team is just too high as they're back on offense again.
Yeah, absolutely agree with you 100% there. The pressure from the Necromancers, I mean, we're seeing it right here for the last minute. They've just been down here peppering shots, not always good shots, but crosses and shots are just literally peppering the ball at this net, and if you allow a team to continuously do this, it's only a matter of time before you give up a goal. But here we have the Havocs now coming alive, looking to battle it back as the Half Prince already pressing back the other direction. There's Doodle with a touch, but not quite the touch I think he wanted, as the ball does fall down here on this red side. Now Oval looking to carry it up off the wall. That's going to be Doodle with a demo, though, coming out. Prince up top, looking to drive it to the left, and just wide of the post. There's Citations with an excellent touch there, and now off the wall again, looking to clear it out for his team. Half Prince with a bicycle, floating high and dry above the net. It's not going to fall, and there's Oval to keep it in. But again, this Necromancer team has been absolutely relentless here in these last few games.
They have been, for sure. Havocs have not found a way to stay on offense for any amount of time here in the last couple of games, but they don't need to. Doodle finding a way to get in some commotion in the Necromancer's net. Team bumps and Citations getting one as well. And Doodle able to find that top corner. Tie game right now.
Yeah, a little miscommunication from the defense there, I think, between Prince and the other two, and then we saw the double commit come in right at the end. So I think just a little miscommunication causing the defense to fall apart there. All in all, you're playing very well. Just calm it down, collect yourselves. You dominated that last game. Just get yourselves back in that rhythm. Start, keep on that pressure. Those opportunities are going to come for you here. We got 1:20 left to fight it as Half Prince looks to dribble down, but Doodle's going to actually win that 50. But again, they bunched up. And no, Oval with an ear miss. Now the fake, the demo, and he's unable to dunk it home. Now Prince back on D, the side flick, but Rolls-Royce able to get the touch back the other way, and we're all tied up here with 1 minute remaining.
This is going to be one of the best minutes of Rocket League you'll ever see, Half Prince. What a beautiful play to keep that one out of their net. Coming back the other way, Rolls-Royce trying to get another opportunity on Doodle as well, but Half Prince there yet again. He seemed to be the X factor for this Necromancers team for sure, in allowing them to get this win and enabling them to find some success here, especially in the offensive half. Shot coming on, easy save for Doodle. It doesn't look like the third man was expecting it. Oval almost getting caught out there. Shot is center. Citations wins that 50 as well. Tough call here. Havocs trying to get some more offense, and their offense has been looking good. Oh no!
1 second remaining, and Doodle does the unthinkable. What a play by Doodle to stay on this ball. The third guy coming into the corner, I think it might have been Oval missing that one, and that is unfortunate.
Oval just cheating up a little bit too far on that, and the Havoc are going to take game 4. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to a game 5. I was wrong again.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hot Sauce has got the hot hand here tonight. I'm about to go gambling.
Okay, all right, buddy.
Let's go.
Yeah, well, we'll see if the Necromancers will take it here in game 5. And judging by how things have gone for me today, I'd say there's a pretty good chance that they pull it off. And I would love to see that. My org going 2-0 on the day. That'd be nice. And I bet against them both times. I am so sorry. Please don't fire me. But underdogs have been the story of today, I think. We've seen both Necromancers teams come in as the underdogs and perform extremely well. And we'll see who can take it here in game 5, and we'll see if we can get an overtime too.
Yeah, I mean, playing Wolves had 3 shots. Unfortunately, none of them fell that game. He's been a scoring machine these last few games, but really, the Half Prince, I feel like, is the playmaker out there, both offense and defense. He's really set up a lot of key shots for Wolves as well. Oval's defense, it only says 1 save, but Oval's been truly phenomenal on defense. And did you get an error there, Cubics?
I did not, actually. I'm in. I don't know.
Is the game currently started?
Oh, I'm apparently the only one in the lobby, so
yeah. I got a quick connection there.
Really quick.
All right. So as we get these guys reset in here, guys, get a new lobby going for you. Game 5. I mean, who's going to take it all? I mean, who would have thought we would be here We've had so many overtimes tonight. What a phenomenal series and sets of games here tonight with Reality Rocket League. I cannot be happier to be here casting tonight.
It's going to be so much fun to watch this last game go down as we get everybody into the lobby. I think that's an error with my internet, so I apologize for this delay, but it's been so much fun to watch these guys go at it and just play at such a high level, and love seeing the guys who we weren't necessarily thinking would step up and be great players. Citations, I think, is technically the sub for the Havocs as well. He stepped up, played really well in the first half of this series, and second half all about that third man of Oval for the Necromancers, and he's been all over the field making some great plays himself.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Oval has done a phenomenal job at rotating, much like we saw from Cobra Kai earlier. A phenomenal job of being that third man, rotating in and out, keeping that ball in play when he needs to. And the man's defense has just been phenomenal. He's been the whole team, both Necromancers, Havocs. It's been a lot of fun to watch and cast tonight. And I really look forward here to this final game 5. And who's going to take this again? I called the Necromancers, so I'm hoping they'll be able to pull it out. But honestly, it's anybody's game at this point. Both teams are just high pace, high action, very, very, very intense and very fun to watch.
I don't think anybody will ever listen to me again on little thing if the Havocs don't win this game. So please, Havocs, win this game for my credibility here. But it looks like we have everybody in the lobby, and we are going to give the command for everybody to join up for game 5, and are going to get things going here in dramatic fashion at DHF Stadium. The countdown is finished. The cars are rolling, and so is the ball. Half Prince wins that, almost shoots it straight in here. Another early opening goal could have happened, still can happen. Dangerous ball in the middle again. And it looks like we've had a disconnect here in the first couple seconds by Wolves. So I think we might get a reset. Oh, he's back. He's back.
All right. So I apologize, guys. Little technical difficulties there. We have been informed that he is able to reconnect. So just going to restart the game. There had only been about 30-40 seconds. Both teams have agreed to restart the game. So we are going to go ahead and get that restarted here for you and get that game 5 underway. I do believe we all have to leave here. So as we get that all worked out, guys, we do appreciate you. But feel free to let us know who you think's going to win game 5. We've got a lot of awesome action here tonight. Week 2 of Reality Rocket League. And man, how many games do we have in overtime? Like 5, I think, 5 or 6 now.
Too many to count.
Yeah. Game number 2 was full, all 3 games overtime. A phenomenal series. I know we had at least one in that first series where they battled back and forth. We've seen some here early tonight. Half Prince with that insane shot in game 1, like 10 seconds after regulation. So a lot of great high-level gameplay going on here. And so we do apologize, guys. Just bear with us as we get loaded back in. All right. And
so we're going to be another little second here because my computer has frozen. So I'm going to have to reset that real quick. I'll be back in about 3 minutes. I'm sorry.
All right. So it looks like we're going to go ahead and get this stuff reset up for you guys. I believe we're going to take just a short little break here, and we'll be right back after this short little break with game 5.
The night and I never look back. I am the hunter, you are the monster. I am the entity, I am the haunter. Fight with no water, fight with no water. Bring me the leg, I won't choke on the water. I am the author, you are the paper. Rip you apart, leave the blood on the razor. Motherfucker, I am the product and never feeling my feelings. I run up on them in the middle of the night and I kill them. I drill a hole in the villain to fit up whatever mistake. Tell me shit, I don't listen. I'm burning up with the witches. Always been the same and I'll never change. Drifting the waves and I'm swept away. Catch me with the flames, I'm a decimate. And if I rest today, I'll just accept my fate. How I feel, am I really here? Dwelling every fear, just don't heal, let me hear me out. Show me who I was, patience
patiently, faithfully chasing the sun. Drag me down, deep into the ground, seep into the weakness, gotta get the secret out. I am alone, inside my head, I can be killed if I'm already dead. Heartless entity, double identity, look at me, see what you did to me. Look at you, this is the end of you. Thought I was done, but bitch, this is the interlude. I would be cautious, watch where you step. I am your conscience, I am your breath. I am the sovereign, never to rest. I will break down your will until nothing is left. Soak up the rags, fuck up the mask, light up the night and I never look back. I am the hunter, you are the monster. I am the entity, I am the haunter. Fight with no water, fight with no water. Bring me the leg, I won't choke on the water. I am the author, you are the paper. Rip you apart, leave the blood on the razor. Motherfucker, I am the product and never feeling my feelings. I run upon them in the middle of the night and I can't let my drill a hole in the villain to fit the void. Ever miss, I can tell me shit, I don't listen. I'm burning up with the witches. Always been the same and I'll never change. Drifting the waves and I'm swept away. Catching with the flames, I'm a decimate. And if I rest today, I'll just accept my fate. I don't wanna live forever, I just wanna die a king. I don't wanna live forever, I just wanna die a king. I don't wanna live forever, I just wanna die a king. I don't wanna live forever, I just wanna die a king.
Okay, we are back. Sorry about that. Lots of technical difficulties all at the same time, but we are back here at the appropriately Champions Field for Game 5 of the best series of the night. No questions asked.
Yeah, super stoked. Game 5. Again, you know, we've already had an overtime. Will it go to overtime? Who knows? But again, Wolves, Half Prince, the pressure from these two guys has been phenomenal. If they can keep up that high intensity, I think that they're going to take this here in Game 5. But the Havocs have battled back. They're looking very strong this last few games. So we'll see if they have it in them to clutch it out here in 5.
Which team is going to have the most fight in them? That team is going to pull this one out of the bag. Unfortunate touch by Doodle back into his own hand there. He'll be able to corral this one. Wolves trying to make a move there. Great pass out to the Prince. Playing Wolves, trying to touch it down off the backboard. Almost worked. Third man playing a little bit too far up there for the Necromancers. Is going to let the Havocs into their end. Oh, not quite on that side there. Opal trying to get the clear. He can't do it off the backboard. A missed touch and a double commit from the Havocs allows the Necromancers to come back the other way. But this one will stay in the midfield for now, as the Havocs are going to try and cool this one down, try and get a shot off. Rolls Royce playing it nicely. Citations with the center, but nobody is there. Doodle stops it where it lies. Royce trying to get something to go on that one. Citations off the backboard. Good read from Half Prince. Doodle with the center. But this one, Havoc's looking pretty good on offense early.
Yeah, so far, neither team scoring a goal, though, here. And again, though, the pressure has been more from the Havocs thus far, as the ball now on this orange side of the field and playing Wolves here, rather. Looking to capitalize on that. Oval with a nice touch back across the center, and Half Prince with an near miss. Up high and dry. Can't come away with that one over the head of Doodle. Citation is there. Now Half Prince into the corner. There's Oval as well. Half Prince with another touch and back and forth across the center. Wolves up into the corner again, and now the other way, but Prince comes in with a big touch. Could have saved them a goal there. Oval on the other direction now in a hurry, as Doodle can't get the touch either, and the ball in the corner put back in across the center, and Royce with that touch sends it out across the center. He's been banged himself, but he gets a demo, and a big demo at that. Prince for the goal, not enough, and still neither team has been able to find a goal.
Oh, almost one there as you say that. The most back and forth game we've seen yet. Lots of shots coming out, not necessarily recorded on the sheets here, as we've only got 3 recorded shots, but lots of great chances for both teams so far. We'll see if they can keep that up here, as the Havocs staying in their offensive end. A little bit of a double commit as Doodle and Citations get a little bit bunched up, but they're able to correct, keep the pressure coming, but a great booming clear from Half Prince. Keeps it out. Rolls Royce low boost enough to decide to not go for that one. Citations trying to retreat here. Doodle trying to make a play. Oval does not win that 50. Havoc's looking a lot better on the offensive end of the ball. They haven't recorded a shot, but the offense looking a lot more dangerous right now.
Yeah, and Rolls Royce has had several demos here in the last couple minutes, looking to be that annoyance, help create opportunities. We've seen a lot more attack from this Havocs team thus far, and right now they look like the more aggressive team here, but neither team able to come away with a goal yet. Ball bouncing across in front of the orange net here, a shot, and as we say it, playing Wolves, able to find the net. What a pass off the wall from Oval, and I'm not sure if there was some miscommunication here from Royce and Doodle, but what a shot from Wolves to tuck it to the right side there, Cubics.
That's going to be one that they are kicking themselves about if that cost them this game, because either one of them easily could have had that, but it turned out neither of them did. And I think that's not the first time and not the last time either that we'll see Doodle and Citations have a couple of communication issues, as we saw one off the kickoff there, another double commit. And we've seen it a couple times this game. Citations playing a little bit too aggressive and outside of the rotation of the Havocs right now. And we'll see if that comes back to bite him in the butt as this one gets down to crunch time.
Yeah, and nice stop there, but Rolls Royce able to keep it going down on the side of the field. Now Doodle with a touch, looking to press in a hurry, but that's Wolves. Comes up with a nice little clear, and France with a fierceness, unable to really connect with the ball, but with the player rather. Now the ball back towards the orange side, over Rollsy's head, and now that's off the corner. Nice, tried to be a nice clear from Doodle, but unfortunately it doesn't go as far as he needs. Citation with a touch, the ball still floating in the air, nice and high here as Citations finally rips it across the center, but back onto the orange side here. 30 seconds, less than 30 seconds rather, as the Necromancers look to hold on and clutch this in 5. The ball off the ceiling. Doodle on the attack now as the orange team. They are looking relentless, shot after shot. There's one from Citations. Oval looking to push it out, but they fire it back in. Wolves all the way from downtown. It's good.
That one should be worth 3 points from where he shot that from. But this one finds the back of the net, and the Havocs Oh, they're going to want this game back, and my credibility has officially gone through the floor. Necromancers in 5, just as you called. And they are going to take this series. And what a series it was. In that last game, lots of double commits coming out from the Havocs late. I think Citations getting a little bit too panicky and making some of those mistakes and not really able to correct well enough for the Havocs to really have a shot in the late game here. Ball still in the air, finally going to hit the ground. The Necromancers are going to come out and win it in 5.
Yeah, absolutely phenomenal. I love being right, so. But I
Yeah,
have to give
yeah.
all the credit to the mustache. Without it, I wouldn't have gotten any of these right. Hats off to both teams, though, taking it to game 5. Necromancers coming out on top. Originally I thought the Half Prince was going to be the MVP here. Just a lot of phenomenal plays. We saw that goal early or that late in game 1 after regulation to send him in overtime. But honestly, for me, the MVP was playing Wolves, especially in those last 3 games. His ability to stay on the ball, to relentlessly pepper those shots. We see 4 here with 2 goals, and I think that's the difference that put him on top there.
Yeah, Wolves playing the offensive game so well. That was, I think, the 3rd game, if not the 4th, this series where he had 2 goals in a game, able to win it outright and play very well. And definitely one of the X factors for his team. Half Prince playing phenomenally as well, but a great all-around performance from them.
Yeah, and hats off to all the teams tonight. We saw Cobra Kai as well winning his match. So all the casters all around were able to secure victories for their team. We definitely are very excited. We look forward to seeing you guys again here next week, Friday and Saturday. We'll be back with some more Reality Rocket League action. But week 2 has been a pleasure. I'm Hot Sauce, that's Cubics, and we appreciate you guys. We'll see you next time.
Good night.